Why is it that the viewfinder there looks amazing? Everything is so sharp, and everything there is so sharp. But for the past 2 days, when I go to edit it, it's like super blurry. Because these both look great. What have I done wrong? So, one of the cool things that happened during my break that I didn't get to talk about with you guys, and I haven't talked about yet, like in videos and stuff, because they've been super short the last couple days, is Taylor Swift dropped a new album, and it's everything. Like, it's everything. It's my new entire personality. New album, and it's great. And if you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend you do so. And also, you should listen to the 3 a.m. version too, because it's extra songs and it's awesome. I'm a little bit upset though, because I bought all of the vinyl like the day it was released, and those albums don't have the extra songs on them. So it's like, are you going to release the ones that do from my Taylor Swift stalker wall, please? Thank you. I'm actually talking about that because I'm wearing one of the red cardigans. I have three. I guess, is this the folklore cardigan? Maybe that's why I have three. I don't know. I have three cardigans. They're all amazing. And yeah, no, that's why I was talking about Taylor Swift today specifically. I talk about Taylor Swift all of the time, but today I had a reason. His new album, go check it out. We're not making a Taylor Swift soap today. We're not even making soap today. Taylor Swift is awesome. Go check her out. Anyway, I will tell you what we are doing in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudzers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for another Sanderson Sisters video in week 1 of 365 days / 52 weeks of soap. Dang. Yes. And today we are making the bath bombs for the line, or I'm showing you the bath bombs that were made for the line, and I'm showing you this basically just to clown on myself, because as a result of, you know, the whole Kata thing, which we will be giving you an update on really soon, by the way, because it's funny. And it starts with I copyrighted their shark. So let's talk about how they own it, and so do I. Anyway, I started looking into how to make bath bomb molds because I have a 3D printer and I have the capability to do CAD, and so does Mr. Soap and Clay. And so I started playing with it, and I designed my very first bath bomb mold for this line, and ultimately I wanted it to be like a potion bottle, right? So still a round bath bomb, but a hole in the top, and then like a cork, also made out of bath bomb powder that you can put on it. So I designed that guy, and these are the results of all of that. So you can see how my first design with a 3D bath bomb mold was kind of a disaster, but you know, I made it work anyway. And also, spoiler, you get to see the biggest bath bomb that I think has ever been made in my life, ever, you know, because of my inability to understand the metric system, I suppose. Anyway, let's get to the video and see all of the cool, weird stuff I do with bath bombs. Okay, happy Halloween, everyone. And really this video is, well, it's twofold. One, to show you the super sweet bath bombs that go with the Sanderson Sisters soaps that, I did for my fall line. But two, probably more importantly, is just to clown on me a little bit, because I decided to try my hand at designing my own, 3D molds. And first up, for people that work with 3D molds, you already can see what this problem is. I cut too much of the filament material off. And so it's just like a flimsy nothing. It didn't work at all. And for this one, I mean, also samesies. I cut all the pieces off that you didn't really need to cut off. But second, it's giant. I have since improved with my skills here, but I did that by, starting to work in centimeters or millimeters or whatever, not inches, metric system, working in the metric system with the programs that I'm using, because this thing is the biggest bath bomb I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's huge. And I will be weighing it at some point so you guys can see just how big it is. I forget exactly how big, but also, just, I guess that's incentive to keep watching. Just see how heavy that thing's going to end up being. But yeah, clown on me, because look at that. I was able to successfully unmold it. Ta-da! And it all stayed, but it's big. Like, look, that's my normal size bath bomb there. And that one is the best I could do with my little flimsy whatever thing. And so ultimately I still needed to make my potions, my potion bath bombs for, Sarah's bath bombs, Sarah Sanderson. And so I just did it my usual way. I used my usual molds plus just something inside to create a little hole, because I'm going to put a little potion top on it. That part did work, actually, with my design. It's the only part that worked. But yeah, that was a thing. It was definitely fun, for sure. And yeah, the learning curve is there, but it's not a huge one. No, this is not a bath bomb mold that I made. This is the book mold for Winnie, obviously. And I got this from Parton Prints, and I broke it immediately. And I was messaging Parton Prints, and he was very, very nice. He, asked, he told me that he would send a new one out, and I'm like, nope, that is super not necessary. I guarantee I broke it. And I think I broke it because I was doing this. And so I actually reached out to Chef after I broke a second mold. And she's like, why are you doing that? Why don't you do what I tell you to do in my bath bomb videos? I'm like, oh yeah, that would just be too easy, really. So I did it that way and I broke it, but it's fine. Like it works. But yeah, I broke the back part off of both of the molds I got from Parton Prints because I was banging the crap out of them on the counter, and yeah, you don't need to do all that. And this is me playing with a spray gun that Mr. Soap and Clay bought me that I'm pretty sure is just meant for makeup application. And I broke it almost immediately. I didn't break it by, like running the motor for too long or whatever. I actually broke it because I was taking it apart to clean it, and I dropped the stylus while the tip was off, and so just the needle was exposed, and I bent that needle guy, and it made more sense to just stop trying to fix it at that point and just get a new one. So I did that thing, and I will be showing you that soon, because I have been having so much fun with the actual proper airbrush system thing, and I have all kinds of fun experiments that I've been doing and testing, so we know proper mica to glycerin and whatever ratios and all the things. Yeah, and also glycerin. You should definitely use glycerin. It's the best to do the airbrushing, and I'm not kidding. It's the only way that it's actually worked for me, which totally makes sense, and we'll talk about that later. But look at that. Look how cute those little cauldrons are. That's for Sarah, or Mary, rather. It's Mary's bath bomb. And it's cute. It's scented with that lavender, sage, and rosemary, like her, well, you know, like her soap, and also her bath milk teas and her lotion. It's a good time. This little, you know, stylus guy was fun while it lasted. Then I dropped it on the floor. But yeah, no, these were fun. And I never actually thought that I would super get into 3D molds. But because of all this weirdness that we've been, you know, researching and stuff, I don't know. I'm kind of hooked. They're fun. Okay, so you watched me do the pretty for the book and the cauldron, and now for the potion bottle. And as I said, those little guys worked. Like the little potion tops, they worked just fine. So I love that. But let's see how much this guy weighs. 18 ounces. That is over a pound of bath bomb. 18 ounces. I am shooketh. My normal bombs are, what are they? 6.8. Yeah, those are big boys. And ultimately what I wanted to do with all of these was have like a spilling over potion, like coming out of the bottle, right? That was my thinking when I was like, hey, let's design some bath bomb molds. And I still wanted to do that, obviously. So I just used regular. You know what? If you don't have the right tool, you just kind of have to make do. And I did that thing. And I'm using just melt and pour, you know, melted, to pour over the bath bombs themselves. And then sticking the little cork in. And it's super cute. I love everything about that. That's absolutely adorable. Look, it totally worked. Very cute line. This was more experimentation than anything else because, again, getting into like the 3D molds and stuff, I wanted to play with them and see, you know, what all could be done, if it was any faster / easier, and probably most importantly, if they sell as well as just the standard, you know, circular bath bombs. And so far, I can't really make that determination because the only ones that I actually have in the line right now are the Sanderson sister bombs. Everything else is, you know, my regular round bombs. And the Sanderson sisters are going to sell because it's the season, it's a theme, and that's cool. It's like a pumpkin spice latte. It's going to sell. So I don't know. I will let you know what my numbers actually look like and whether or not 3D bath bombs in your line is worth it in a few months. But for now, just check out the beautiful, awesome bloom of the book bomb. And there they are, all of the bath bombs for the Sanderson sisters line, and they are all awesome. Even the ones that I ultimately had to make just by putting something into a regular bath bomb mold so I could, you know, make it all work. But the ones that I printed, so much fun. They were so much fun. I actually reached out to one of the gals in Discord who also, you know, has a 3D printer and understands how it all works in the making of the things. As soon as it had come off the, you know, the plate, I sent her a message and I took a picture and I'm like, why is this like this? I messed it up. And Madhouse Mama was like, no, you didn't. That's just how they come off because stabilization, that's how they print. And so you have to remove the stuff. And I'm like, how do you even do that? And so we're in there with power tools and stuff, trying to remove everything to create just the circles. And then I realized that I removed the stuff that's really needed to form the bomb so it doesn't slip. Yep, did all that. I removed too much. And then Madhouse Mama told me that you also have to sand the inside of it. And I don't know why bath bomb mold makers do this. I would charge $100 a mold, sand in the inside and stuff. That's a lot of time. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. The one that was super big, also fun. It's fun to make. Like, over a pound. It's amazing. I love that. It will never be used again, but it's great. I still have it. Hold on. It's just hanging out. It's huge. That was a moment. That was a thing. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. The bath bomb molds that I got from Parton Prints, they were awesome. Like they were awesome. I think I've ordered stuff from Part and Prince before and never had any problems with the bath bomb molds. I broke both of these immediately. So like this back part came off. There's one back part that's like a stop, and it came off almost immediately. But I think it's because I was banging it too hard. And he was really cool when I emailed him. I'm like, hey, am I doing something wrong with this? I broke this. Can you help me? And he didn't even ask, you know, what I did. He's like, hey, let me send you a new one. And I told him not to. So great customer service, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. But also, you don't need to beat the crap out of these molds. Listen to what Soap Chef says in her videos. You don't need to do that. Just tap, tap, tap-a-roo, and it'll be fine. So I broke it. It was my fault. But they were both cute, and playing with the airbrush is also a big project that I was working on during the break too. It's like mad scientist on all of it. Like, okay, what's the ratio? What is it actually? And why, how can you get the right pigment color and make it flow right and all the things. And so I actually do have a video coming up on that, like actually explaining all of that, because it feels to me like there should be a guide. Like you should have some working knowledge on the right consistency of stuff to run through your sprayer so it doesn't clog, so you get good even, you know, coverage, so you're not putting too much like alcohol and stuff onto a bath bomb, which dries them out and makes them not fizz. All things to keep in mind. So we're going to be doing one of those videos really soon too, just kind of the fruits of my labor and all of my experimentation. So look forward to that for sure. I hope you guys had fun with this. I had fun just clowning on me. So feel free to clown on me nicely and respectfully in the chat, please. Just not mean, because, you know, you don't need to hurt my feelings about it. You get it. But anyway, thank you, Sudzers, for being here. You guys are so awesome. It's been so much fun being back. I really did need the break. I am still wildly busy and very overwhelmed, but you guys are always sort of a grounding force with me, and you provide some like levity in my life, and I need that, you know? So thank you for existing and for being you. I am out of here for today. Oh, right, soapandclay.com, go do that. Subscribe, follow, share things, do that too. That's cool as well. All the things I'm supposed to say. Sudzers, thank you for existing. Membered Sudzers, I'll see you in the Discord. I will see you guys in a couple days, actually, for week 2 of Soapy Fun, and you're going to want to be here for that because it's freaking amazing, and I am getting a little bit emotional just thinking about it, but you're going to love it. Anyway, I got to go. I will see you guys all later, tomorrow, few days, whatever. More Soapy Fun. Bye.